Ietsénhaienhs Tonya Perron. So I have a lot to update on this Chiefs Uncut in my portfolio on justice. I know for a lot of people, justice might not be a very interesting subject, but for me, it's always been something very passionate about. And I'm very pleased to announce that just recently, Justice Services signed a memorandum of agreement with the Director of Criminal and Penal Prosecutions in Longueuil to actually have certain adult criminal files transferred from Longueuil back to Kahnawà to be sent to Skén Aonsón in order to proceed through the restorative justice program. So this is something that's been long in the works, and it's something that we've been looking forward to for many years. Even in my previous role as a criminal defense lawyer, I was always trying to get both Longueuil as well as Court of Kahnawà to look at some kind of a program like this where we could take back the files that are sent to Longueuil and resolve them here in a more peaceful and culturally appropriate manner. So I'm really excited to see this finally happening. The program itself, of course, will be put into place, very, slowly. It'll be a transitional process, but really happy that we have this finally coming here. And so, as I mentioned, it won't be all criminal files that go to Longueuil. It will be only certain ones that meet the criteria, and that's for adults. So if anybody, is looking for more information about that, feel free to contact myself or even Kevin Fleischer at Justice Services. I think that anybody who's unfortunately involved in the criminal justice system should be aware of this and should seek out any information that they can so that they can be part of this new program. So as I mentioned, lots of work happening in justice, the justice portfolio. Even though you don't always see all of the work that's done, we're finally seeing a lot of the fruits of our labor coming to light. We also have the Community Review Board, which is the body that's responsible for the reviews regarding the applications under the Kanien'kehá of Kahnawà law. So people that were applying for membership and or residency that were denied. There's now in place the Community Review Board that will be able to review those applications. And I know some people have been waiting a really long time for this. So happy to say that the Community Review Board is in place. They've done all of their training, and I believe that they've received the first 2 files to look at, and in the next coming weeks, maybe early October, they should be starting to process those applications for review, So I believe there's 14 in all, give or take. I might be off my numbers, but I'm sure that for those 14 individuals and anybody else who may be in the same situation in the near future is going to be happy to hear that they'll finally have their files reviewed. Those Community Review Board members are 2 are community members, Trina DeLille and Roseanne Morris, and the third one is a lawyer, from Akwesasne, Gilbert Terrance. I believe that Trina DeLille was just recently named as the chairperson of that review board. So once again, all very good things, great developments in justice. One of the other programs or services, I should say, that Justice is now going to be implementing slowly is the Victims of Crime services. So we have a lot of things that are in place for assisting people that are passing through the criminal justice system when they are accused. We have the native court workers, and then you have the defense lawyers, etc. But for the victims involved, the only service that was available was an external service. It's called KahnawakeTV. So it's like a victims of crime worker that's available in Longueuil. Of course, they're non-Indigenous. They're from it's called the Montérégie. They're part, anyways, of the association or the organization out there. We will finally have our own victims of crime service here in Kahnawà. It will be launched a very what's called a soft launch in November. And I wish I could pronounce the name of it. Unfortunately, I still have not got the pronunciation down pat. But it's Iris Mator who has been working on this, and she's done a phenomenal job in putting all of this program into place. So the soft launch will happen early November. They will have somebody available, to accompany victims to court, provide information, help them fill out forms. Really an important and necessary service to the community that we've been missing all of these years. So with that, I'm really pleased to say that a lot of movement, a lot of development in justice. We're pushing the boundaries, we're expanding on the services, and all of this to better serve our community, have more culturally appropriate ways of doing so, and also having more of our own people, taking care of our own people. So like I said, anybody that wants any information, feel free to contact me. I would gladly sit down and explain to you in better detail what all of these services and programs are. And with that, until next time, Kanien'kehá.